Welcome, guys. 10th of July. We finally reached all-time high again by a couple dollars. So happy that. And let's see what the price action gonna do from now. Hopefully, we're gonna have some better movements and some volatility coming into the market. My calling list doesn't work apparently, so I need to go by our dashboard. Looking at the long and short ratio on 24 hours, we are literally 68.9, so we are almost reaching on 70% on the shorts against 31. So it is still possible to go higher, of course, and there is no need to short anything yet for some people. Yeah, still potential to go higher, of course. We are pushing through the liquidity what we just grabbed by 100 mil or something like that yesterday. So we're stacking a little bit more on top of us, and below is literally like sea of liquidity right now forming. So let's see if we're gonna go a little bit lower or break anything, or then just go higher for 114, what I'm kind of expecting for one more leg before we're gonna have some a little bit more of retracement or pullbacks for bigger movements later on. So that's what I'm kind of aiming for. Let's have a look on the weekly. Yeah, the same thing. We took like all of them, the major liquidity, but we are aiming for like weeks for it already. So far, we took most of them. Right now, we are just a little bit stacking above it. And if we're gonna retrace, or if we're gonna start to break a little bit down and go lower, then I'm really aiming for 106-ish area. And that says as well on the bids, they are starting to form over there quite heavily. So that's going to be area to bounce, and you have better or bigger leg up. I guess still 114, 15, or even 16 over here, because there are some bigger magnets of bits stacking to it. So that's what I'm aiming for, kind of. If we start to pull down a little bit, yeah, we might break that technically. We didn't. Okay, so we broke it. Anyhow, we still can go higher from here, eventually forming one more leg, and then we can start breaking down a little bit. But from now on, I wish we're gonna have a little bit better structure-wise price action and not such a controlled one. But time will tell. So let's go and have a look on the charts. Okay. So looking at the wicks, we still aim to go lower. That's perfect. That's great. That's what we want. We really want to go as low as possible on that. But if we start to form any bullish divergence on it, on the wave master, I'm aiming that we're going to have some bounce from it. Every single time we got that, either way it was on the oscillator or on the on-chain, we got those bounces on it. So that's what I'm looking for if they're going to show up anyway. So far, so good. We are aiming to go lower. That's great. Eventually, the hodl bot, the buy signal, yeah, it played out after a small pullback on it. It played out. We got a higher high on it, and we still didn't even manage to go for the all-time high. So that's great. Right now, we're failing the daily, of course. The highest open daily, if I remember. I'm not sure what was the previous one, but so far it's the highest one. If we start to fail that and continue to go lower, then I'm aiming for the weekly, for a small hold or a bounce. That said as well, that's going to be a stop loss on the hodl bot. So for people who are on it, make sure you take some profit as well if it's not going to take it automatically. That's said as well for people that are in the long position on it, and that's the best part, to take profits right now. And then if we're gonna go lower, then we can reload and go higher, because for now what we're doing is setting higher highs, and that's great. That's what we want. On metrics, as we have been mentioning already, 150x has been taken, and some bigger parts of the 20x's as well. So that's great. We went a little bit higher to that. We went through the dead zone of liquidity over here. That's great. That's good. We took all of them. And right now, the most of them are stacking over here. And as well, the area that I'm aiming for, 106 again, too long. If we're going to go a little bit lower, that's still possible to aim. Then that's going to be around 104-ish area. But first thing first is 106. That's the first area that I want to have a bigger long and have a continuation to go higher, right? If you're going to keep doing that. So far, that's great. And as well, that's the area where the point of control lays. So it will be really logical to long this, right? Really nice support area, actually. So that's great. Good stuff. So far, shitcoins are taking over. So make sure you take as well profits on them if you are on some of them. Alts are start to picking up a little bit, and large caps are coming a little bit cooling off, you can say. So it's nice, it's good, it's great. If we're gonna see any major movements and flips on it, then yeah, we're gonna mention that as well in the chat. But so far, oscillator looks like we might turn around a little bit to grab the lower liquidity. So watch out for reversals. If you want to short it, then I will wait for the retest of the. Technically, we did them already, so that's not really. Yeah, so you missed the boat already on the shorts. If you want to short that or scalp, anyhow. Back to a daily again, failed that, then that's going to be another short if you want that. If not, then just wait and take the longs. There is no need to short anything major right now, because still what we are doing is breaking to the upside. We didn't break anything major to the downside. And as you can see as well, on the on the bands of the liquidity, we grabbed all of the 150 X's. We didn't reach the 20 area yet fully, so that's what I'm aiming for the second leg up. We're gonna go around ish here. I'm not sure if we're gonna reach even the 120 in one go, but it's still possible. It's still on the cards that we can do that, right? So far, I want to hold the weekly. If not, come a little bit lower, 106-ish area, and that's your area too long. Nothing major so far to the downside, right? So far, so good. And looking at the 4-hour bands, still great. We took all of them and they are playing quite well. If we're gonna reach 106 area to grab all of it and partially of 20 X's. Same thing what we did over here. To the upside, we can still do to the downside, and we don't even break anything major to the downside yet. Either way, we're gonna break the 105-ish area. The previous swing, what took us to the technically second all-time high. We still can hold February without breaking the structure to the downside. So still potential to go higher. And that's the only what you should look for. Too long. Not really keen on shorting it right now till we're gonna break seriously some bigger stuff, right? So as well, overlapping order books over here. So as well, second confirmation, and the bands are coming into the July area. So that's the area what I really want to long right now. And technically, if I want to borrow the Stuber Fips, so there you have it, 108.7-ish area, right? First step off. We still can go a little bit lower. Still good. Great so far. Looking at dominance, we starting to come quite heavily to the downside. That's great. That's good. We want that. There is no sign of turning around yet. But what I want to see is 64% and to break that area, because that's going to be the first break of structure, if you can call it, since the bigger move what we had. And then we might see one retrace, something like this maybe. And that's failure gonna goes like the alts going off, hopefully, when Bitcoin starts going as well higher for 120, 130 area maybe, and then the alts gonna fire up. That's what I'm kind of aiming on. If, but not only if, we're gonna break this structure, come back, retest, and then fail, right? That's what I'm kind of aiming for to see on it. PEX still didn't do anything actually from yesterday. We're still holding the structure, technically already low, higher low, so that's good. If that start to pop off and regaining the weekly and going for the previous swing, we might see some deeper retracement on Bitcoin. So keep that in mind as well. Always keep those two next to each other and see which one is going. And then you can decide where you're gonna play your moves on, right? So they're going opposite from each other most of the times. Sometimes it's what it is. But That's what I'm aiming for, to look out and to keep an eye on it. Then Ethereum. That's quite interesting one because we still didn't pop the high on it. Fortune. We are kind of starting to regain. We did the high wing of the whole range, previous range. We regained that. That's good. But right now we really want to regain the swing, create a new high on that one, come back to Q4, close the fair value gap, and then that's gonna be your massive long. Hopefully, you're gonna reach the yearly with it. Hopefully, that's gonna give you some strength on it. But so far, you really want to regain that. So this not gonna play out anymore if you're not gonna break anything. It's a good recovery, really strong, but you seriously need to settle a new high on it to give you a little bit more strength and positivity to go either way to the yearly. First thing first, right? That's look out for. Then hype as well. Start moving. Didn't do the all-time high yet. We're still aiming for it. So it's kind of this waiting for Bitcoin, I guess. Still weirdly, because there is some room to run and definitely some strength on it. So yeah, still potential to go higher. Nothing says that it's gonna go lower yet. Still, Bitcoin not gonna break down heavier. This is still aiming to go higher. Perfect hold of the structure, and yeah, it's gonna go and reach out definitely 45. It Bitcoins regain or retest weekly and gonna go for 114-ish area. Then definitely that's gonna play out. So perfect in the long still, and took some profit on the way up and still juicy. So that's great stuff, I guess. Objective didn't play out. Still a little bit in the long. I was aiming for to go a little bit heavier on it, but this one is still aiming to go higher. Regain the previous weekly, and I'm definitely gonna regain June, just because it's been tested so many times. The fourth time, it need to be regained, and then we're gonna see a flip, and we might see even coming close to March. Still positive, great stuff. So if you are not on objective, then wait for the NG retracement on a lower time frame on that one. So either way, higher. And per, it's gonna be popping up as well. That's really nice technically to see on the daily. Regain the Q3, then I'm not sure even if you're gonna stop on the weekly. If I'll start to move a little bit higher, and hype's gonna do the all-time high, then this one definitely gonna go to yearly back. So that's gonna be a really nice move. Watch out for it. If you want to catch it, then make sure you're going on a low time frame and try to catch the support on that one. So that's great stuff. Even trio start to picking up as well. So good stuff on it. And I guess that's, yeah, so far we aiming to go. Definitely we're gonna go around 109.7-ish to the wick, close the fair value gap, and then maybe retest the weekly and try to hold that. That's gonna be really, really nice move to do, and then go higher, of course, continue. If not, we still can go something like this. Either way, grab a little bit more of liquidity. But that's kind of what I'm aiming for so far for the next days. And Solana still didn't reclaim the high. Okay, Solana still can do something like this and go for the November. Unfortunately, we didn't reclaim the high. If we still want to keep in the trend, then that's going to be the move. I really want to bounce from either Q3 or weekly and then try again. That's a little bit sad that we didn't do it right now, but it's what it is. I hope that's not going to be a deeper correction or retracement on it, because then we're going to still be in this kind of range what we form over here. Then you're coming back either way to this swing, so March, and then try to do some shitty sideways movement and then pop off. If that's happened, then it's what it is. Cookie. Some people have been mentioning it as well lately in my DMs, and yeah, it's still aiming to go higher. We kind of facing that we might turn around sooner or later, but the things what I want to see on that one to regain definitely this area, and then we might even come back to weekly and then go higher on it. That would be really nice. I like this range as well. It didn't lose anything on it. It's still technically, if you want to look at it, it's doing something like this, like that. If you are liking that stuff, so great stuff on it. Some alts are starting to retrace as well, a little bit heavier. Party failing the whole structure. Previous bearish retest, come back, and hopefully June gonna hold you, and then we can go for a new high on that one. So that could be a nice move on it. Okay, nice. Not fully, but it's still positive. Let's see how deep that's gonna retrace on it. I'm still aiming for coming back in the 104 area. So yeah, that's great. How are you guys feeling about the market right now after the freaking big move yesterday? That was nice. Finally. Finally, we have some positivity and some life back into the chart market. Anything you guys want to look at? Right now, in the bids, it got pulled. You can see clearly they pulled the 500, 500 bits. And if we start to go lower, then definitely to 109-ish area. Retest that. If not, we still can go a little bit deeper. They pulled even the previous wall, or we bounced from twice. So the biggest magnet is around 106, 105-ish area right now. If we start to go deeper, right? So we still can reclaim this small range on a lower time frame. I guess reclaiming 111.3. Those numbers gonna get hectic. 111.3. Yeah, reclaiming that area, and we might aim for ish 112 area. Yeah, there are a little bit more bits on top of it, so yeah, we still have some magnet above it. So cool stuff. God save the shitcoins. Which shitcoins are you guys into? Tell me. Interesting. Now we can talk about the shitcoins. After Bitcoin did the move to the all-time high, we are able to talk about the shitcoins. And Viking's not here, so the shittiest ones, yes. Shittier. Filecoin is not that shit. Still good. Still good. Still doing its thing. Yeah, it is one. Yeah. Nice. Nice indeed. Nice. Let's go then. Hope they're gonna pop up later as well. Some good things. There are things that I'm as well watching out for. Ooh, nice. That's what I like. Okay. If rent is gonna retrace, then weekly in Q3. Nice. That's gonna be a really nice bounce. And then regain the Q2 and go for it. Pretty nice one. Pengu. You are quite heavy on that one, huh? Undo. It's not too bad doing the thing. So this is as well quite a good area to take profit right now. If you are on it long, wait for a retracement and then you're aiming for 1006 area. That's my next aim on that one. So I know that one of the students are on it, so that's a nice one. Oh, been a while. Whoa. Hello? Okay, that's good. Hold the floor. You don't want to lose September on that one. So that's great. Continuation is good. A nice sideways. We pop the high of the range. That's great. Now we need to flip May. Sorry. We are rejecting around a little bit, but still we can go, of course, higher. So you need to flip May. Flipping May, it's gonna bring you over here to the next resistance. So great stuff. Great stuff. If that continues, it's really good. So you are good on Tau. Pengu. Nice. Nice move. Hope you took some profit on it. Continuation is still in. Right now, you are bearish retest this swing. Flip yours 0.022. And then you aim for a yearly. And that's going to be your next kind of like retest. Yeah, you might bearish retest that way if you're not going to flip it. So, yeah, great stuff. Take some profit. You're quite overheated as well on the daily on that one. So, good stuff. This is just continuation so far. So, nice. Crazy? What does it do? I mean, crazy to the downside. Yeah, that's true. It is. Still didn't reclaim anything. Wicks on it. Guess that's more likely on Maxi. Q3 still is the area to reclaim. That's the first one what you need to see. Reclaim and aim for your freaking previous swing. That's the area. After that, you really need to hold this to do anything major to the upside. Now, I'd have some really big things to do. Reclaim. But hey, still positive. Still didn't die. So, yeah, you're right. it does some pretty crappy things. Looking at that side, I mean, that looks nice. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I have still some bag laying around on that one. But yeah, if that's not gonna reclaim it, then I mean, I don't know. Let's see. It might pop. It's still like, I mean, could be popping it already like for a long time, but hey. Technically, if you look at the daily on the RSI, this area, and even we went lower, so we are diverging as fuck. But the lowest point, like minus 27, technically, if you think about it, been last time on February. We've been there, so did the whole freaking strength move all around. But yeah. Yeah, 1.8. Yeah, I know. But still, like, if you want to see any positivity in it, then reclaim Q3. Right, this is your first aim for it. Like holding the weekly right now, it's perfect. It's great, but freaking those wicks, it's killing the whole price action as well. Reclaiming Q3 and then you're aiming for 0.05. Gain that freaking swing. And then we can talk about freaking a small pullback, a healthy pullback, and then off you go to to do some major destruction to the upside. But it's gonna be really heavy if you have this kind of support laying above you, right? So yeah, I'm not saying I lost faith in it, but it's day by day it's getting harder to believe into it. Mm. It's a part of the job as well, guys. Cannot have everything, I guess. Okay. Oh, that was interesting, by the way. Sui, I wanted to check. Nice. Area to take profit, big time right now. June. If we're gonna reclaim June, get this for a while. If that's gonna reclaim June and close above it, then freaking May and December it is, and that's gonna be a really nice area to take TPs. And still, there is continuation for it. Like that one, if it go off, it goes. It's strong as well. Nice move. You still potential can aim for yearly on that one. Definitely on the daily. So yeah, I'm guessing we're gonna do something like this again. A little bit bigger. So yeah, off you go. Set up some limit orders, and I'll literally what I will do is front run the bigger levels, and those are your TPs. Either way, you can have one here either or here. Those are your TPs on the Sui. Definitely gonna reach it. Yeah, they are active on social media. I see that as well. That's true. Mm. But unfortunately, not really on the charts. Hey, cannot have everything, I guess. Agro, did that pop? No. So still, if we're not gonna reclaim weekly right now, then I'm still aiming for Q4 on that one. And that need to hold. AI 16Z. Jesus, that's been a long time. I watched that one. That's still alive? I'm sorry that I'm asking that. Ooh, guess that didn't play out. Okay. We failed that. Yes. Yeah. Now it's alive, right? Yeah. No, it's doing some good things so far, and yeah, I'm gonna look at the daily. So it reclaimed the Q3 too, so that's great. If we start to go and close anything above 0.18, then June it is. That's great. You still have potential to go to June and hopefully reclaim that. If not, I mean, definitely this is the point that you are looking at the very stupid fib, right? And then the only thing what you want to do is like reclaim it, settle a new high on it, come back, and then this is what you want. As a perfect structure and perfect move on this coin, then this is what you want. Reclaim this shit, come back, retrace, and then off you go to March, right? And then reclaim March. And only then you're gonna go for a yearly. If not, then sideways maybe it's gonna be. But so far, great stuff, man. Seriously, take some profits as well on this move because it's quite heavy as well and aggressive for this coin. It's 22% already. So yeah, definitely area to take profits as well. And your next, this is your area to take profit right now, and the next one I will even do the wick. So 1 on 19. Oh, nice. There you have it. Perfect. That's a nice catch if you swing this. Yeah, really nice. But then as well, like I mentioned, please take profits. No one jumped out of the window from taking profits too much or too early. What's this? Look at that. Even better. Fuck me. technically failed it on this one. Nice. Jesus. Okay, 40% to the downside, and right now we start to reclaim it. So it means we're holding Q4 and 3 right now, but we seriously need to flip 165 area to go higher. Yeah, so far we bouncing back from the bearish retest of it. So yeah, continuation is gonna be when you flip the 165 and then you are aiming for February again. And then that move, I guess it will flip that or regain because we've been kind of like freaking doing sideways for like a couple months around that area. So it's weak. So I don't think that's going to be an issue to reclaim that, but still you need to do some bigger movements on it. But yeah, great stuff. Nice sideways, but it's holding the levels. So if you're not going to fail the Q3, then you are good on that one. Handle. Good old days. Good old days on the pendle. That's quite a nice range, right? Great. Feel good. September Q3. Did we close above it? Didn't close above the February. And either way, we didn't close. Was that a sneaky close? Yeah. I see. That's a proper sneaky close above. So you need to really zoom in to see that. Nice. Yeah, so we're holding the weekly and the previous swing. So that's great. We reclaimed that. That's really good. And so far, if you're not going to come back and fill this fair value gap and retest the 3.49, then off you go to June on that one. And what you're kind of aiming right now is to regain this swing, right? We need to close above this area to go change the structure, break it more to the upside, and try to get to Q4. But really nice move. So if you are right from somewhere below, then this is as well area to take profit, 10%. Really nice move on that one. Either way, next area on profit is front run June. Yeah, good stuff. Really like it. Been a while trading this. Sad that I don't have my bags anymore from back from the beginning. But yeah, nice stuff. Really good. Q4. If you flip Q4, then freaking yearly it is. I'm not worried about this swing. That would be really nice on pendle. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, good stuff so far. This can pop. If that pops, then freaking can fly as well. Intention to do that quite a lot. It's nice. Get back. People are still trading it or holding it. There's more spot backs, but Gucci. How's this doing? Face? No, did it. Failing Q2. Technically, if you're not gonna hold May, then you're gonna go to Q3 again. So holding May, and then you can aim for June and flipping the high on that one. But this is crow of .com. So yeah, it have those ballistic moves constantly. Nothing special about it. So yeah. Doji. Okay. Okay. Aiming for March would be nice. Reclaim that. Or either way, doing this. That would be nice. On it. Be a little bit more life into it for some people, I guess. Trump? Anyone? Interesting. Good. If that's gonna do this, uh, no, forget about that. Julio. Okay. No more tickers. Let's have a look on Bitty what we are doing. Anything change on it? Still back to the downside. Wait. Oh, yes. Daily above, flip daily, and then we're gonna aim for the all-time high, and then maybe gonna pop the high on that one again. So if that's happened, guys, make sure if you're gonna hold daily back, then either way we're gonna pop the high, but then we're aiming for 114-ish area. 115-ish, a little bit higher. That's the first bits. That's the first kind of heavier bits upside, higher than 111. Yeah, so around 700 bits on it. But that's gonna be the aim. I'm not really keen on that one. That's gonna hold or that's gonna push you lower. So I'm seriously aiming for 115, the next leg up, and then we will see what's happening next. H bar. Wow. Nice. Good. Didn't even go fully. Weird. Okay, that's a nice hold on the weekly. That's for sure. It is a lower low. Nice regain. And definitely continuation so far. Flipping May, then definitely March is going to be on the play, looking at the strength and the oscillator. So there is still room to run. And yes, on the daily, we took the most of the liquidity for hour as well. So if we're not going to, freaking hell, yeah, definitely we're not going to reclaim, maybe. Who knows? If that's not going to be reclaimed, then you are aiming to come back to Q2. Right? And that's going to be like technically your support to hold, and then you aim to go higher. You don't want this to break lower, because eventually you settle the lower low on that one, and you kind of is regaining it quite good. So yeah, that's what you aim. I will not be surprised if this is gonna do something like this, and then May and again. That will be quite strong. I'm gonna add to the list actually, back to my watch list. Yeah, daily looks really strong still. It would be nice if you pop this, right? Just pop it and close it above and still have a pullback. That would be nothing bad about it. Yeah, great recovery technically from the second weekly low. What you settled. Not sure what happened here, but yeah. This worries a little bit as well because there's potential to freaking get this, but I don't think they're gonna go that low now. Maybe in a bear market, but not now. That's nice. And of course, where is the freaking trend line? Viking is not here, so I can do it. Right? Like mentioned, flip May, and off you go. Technically, March, next level, yearly, and then it's just all-time high. Left. Yeah, nice. Keep me updated. I'm interested in it, how it's gonna perform. You do want to do this again, right? You don't want to fail this, because if that's gonna be a really failure and you're gonna settle a new low, then bro, that might poop off the cliff, and you want to see that because you settled still, you are in a lower low area. You didn't regain this structure. That's why you really want to regain March, right? Set a new high on it, and then you have a continuation. So what you're gonna do is this. change character on that. First, you need to break the structure. That's the key. And doing that, you need to regain March. Right? Right. Okay, Betty. Okay. Do you think? What is this beam coin doing? Nice regain of this structure. So what you are aiming right now is technically this area used for a small pullback, and then if you're gonna regain the high, then freaking off you go. Pretty good. Love it. I don't know why, but I'm still kind of leaning. I know that's not gonna happen at all, but if this can happen, if you're gonna have this pullback to June and we're gonna hold this shit, right? Then seriously, that's gonna bring you to 60 area. That leg down. That's gonna be the last one. Failure, I guess, together with Bitcoin failure, and off we go. I like to be my fantasy people. Okay. Still same, technically same structure as H bar. So you are coming still from your lower low position, and you need to regain the 0.14 area to break the structure to the upside, and then you can aim for March. So far, great. If you are in any long position or you have a spot back from the lower price action, that yes, take some profits on it, just because we start to pull off, especially on the 4-hour. So yeah. Right now on a lower time frame, the best thing what you can aim for, hold the weekly, Q3 and weekly. So front run this, right? If that's gonna be the place on it, then yeah, I will watch create something like this and still holding this area. You don't want to break this, because breaking this any kind, because every single thing has been tested perfectly even way. Breaking this, I'm not even sure that 0.08 is gonna hold you. Unfortunate. So you don't want that. So far, great recovery, but you still need to change the whole high time frame structure on it. And doing that, you need to reclaim your 0.14. Yeah, great stuff. And if you do that, then March it is. Then looking for something like this, technically, right? If I might borrow it from Stuber. How is Stuber? Then you're looking for something like this, coming into it, and then definitely or regain, fail, but then hold you mid. Now off you go. Yeah. All this as your support. Or you can even freaking go in one go. It depends what the alt's gonna do. But in normal price action, then this is kind of what you are looking at. All depends what we're gonna do in the next couple weeks on the dominance and alt, right? Thanks, Bitcoin. But yeah, this is what you are looking for right now. And yeah, holding this is gonna be right. I don't know what's going on with CoinGlass. Is it working on your side, guys? Oh, now it's working. So use a small glance on it, because we didn't do it fully. So it's still 67.9 on the shorts, so heavily on the shorts. So we still can go higher, of course, right? That's great for people who missed it. To go. No worries, Q. Yeah. So yeah, reclaiming daily, kind of ish. Buying. A nice buyback. On my 4 hour. So yeah, let's see if we can reclaim it. Break it on 1 hour, so it's still fine. We're still holding the. Or either way, we're not gonna go close anything below 110. There is still potential to go higher, right? So yeah, this is kind of the small range that we are gonna be in right now. See if we can go and do some damage to the upside again. It would be nice to have a continuation straight. Would not mind to have that. And be careful if you're not gonna do something like this again, right? This kind of small range and then start to failing it. Right? We are kind of famous to doing that constantly if we reach technically all-time high, right? So watch out for it. Or that small or something like this, right? We reached the all-time high over here and the next pop was a little bit higher. That was the failure. So yeah, watch out for that kind of stuff. Either way, we still reclaim every single thing and over here as well, and we failed off the cliff. So yeah, watch out for that kind of stuff. Always after those massive moves, I'm rather to stay on 1 hour, just to see clearly what's the price action doing. If we're failing something, we can quicker jump on it, I guess. Insane? I mean, insane. Just 2% up on the daily. Oh, hyper. Sorry, I thought hype. I was looking at hype. Sorry. Hyper. Oh, fuck yeah. Then you are right. Did you got it? Please tell me you got that move. Nope. Yeah. You'd say yes. Just lie next time. No. That's nice. That's pretty nice. And I guess technically area to take profit, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. That's a freaking. Fucking. What happened here? Like, yeah, I can understand that there is quite a liquidity over here, but for fuck's sake, do 400? Okay. Jesus. Yeah, that's something that even freaking yearly. Look at how the hold of it. Perfect. Okay. So you didn't take this as well, Zero. Okay, no worries. But yeah, it's quite a move, I guess. So, mm, oh, that's cool off over here. That was the key. Now we start to decrease a little bit. I mean, I would not suggest anything, but I would not even sure that I'm with those kind of moves. That explosive. I mean, yeah, there's some potential, but okay. Technically, if you're gonna do something like this, right? Let's say no. Let's make it much more safer. This, then I'm not sure if that's gonna hold either way, right? And fail this. Oh, but then make sure you're gonna keep it as tight as possible because those moves, man, I really don't trust them. 2% max. That happened, and that's your short, but only then. I do not suggest anything that you need to short anything right now because that's crazy as fuck. But it's only when you break something on a small time frame and keep it as tight as possible. But I will not even jump in front of this, and I'm crazy of doing that. But nice. It ALGO. If that's the case, then fucking hell, look at that. To the freaking D. Either way, you're gonna open you long over here, like fuck. Eagle, why we don't have a bot on this one? Now it's too late. Short. I just said like I would not jump in front of it, but no, definitely not. No, I know. I'm joking. We always said that when we see that fucking moves, like wow, we don't got it. But what the fuck? Wait, let me. Uh, failure. 10 minutes. Hmm. May I say that this is fucking good? Sneaky close. Of course, lower low, definitely on the daily. Yeah, there we have it. So lower low from the highs to fail it again. So right now, what you're looking at this. You want to change anything on this freaking chart because it looks as ass. If you want to change any of this structure, then you need to reclaim March. That's your first reclaim. So this changed the whole structure on it. So far, this is the play. Either way, you hold this, but you didn't reclaim Q2. You're failing it again after the high. You set a new low. Like that's that looks like ass. Then you are good at it. Keep doing it then. I mean, yeah, that's basically you still can do quite a lot of money because they have those explosive moves, right? And yeah, if you like that, then be my guest. I'm not gonna complain if you make money on it. Good, great of that. Great. Yes, we're going higher. We almost did close to daily. Amazing. So let's see what we're doing here. Load missed so far. A little bit failing the day. The way how you write that, like BTC is going to going gonna go for 118 this weekend, maybe. Like, is it gonna go or maybe? It's gonna go if we flip the daily. It's an Irish thing. We have a little bit too much Irish people over here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, and Smyrn's gonna say something. So, for to go higher than all-time high, we need to flip the daily, of course, right now, right? This is the thing that's holding us a little bit down-ish. Doing that, then definitely next area that we might see stop or any kind of push from is 115, first thing first, because there we have around 700 Bitcoin laying down. So definitely the next stop, what I'm aiming, if we're gonna pop the high right now, and that's kind of is the area that I'm leaning to. What we're gonna do. So, yeah. So far, first thing first, reclaim of daily. Uh, Liquidations. My settings. You mean this? Coin and music? What do you mean liquidations? You mean on the indicator? Not something special. I mean, what I'm having is this, like ticked all of the levels or the leverages, right? So you can tick them on, both short and long. And then what I'm just switching between is the levels or the bands. So right now you see the levels, right? So that's could be as well a way of if you like it. But most of the times what I'm using is the bands. So that's the average of the all the leverage liquidity or leverage positions, right? And the core is your core, and then you just go, if you go higher than, I mean, right now, and that's on 5 minutes, right? If you pop the daily, so the next move is to grab all of the 150 x's, right? So it's 1 point, literally almost 1.4, right? Going higher, then 20 x's are laying around over here. So technically the same area that I'm aiming on, 115 area, right? So I like the bands a little bit more because it gives you quite a deep dive how deep we can go. Because the levels are not always shown exactly, and the bands, yes, they are always there. Technically, if you have the information and the input from, but yeah, it's there. And that's why I will be mentioning as well weekly, right? Because from here to go to the weekly, what do? You get 150 x's, right? After that, if you go lower, June, what I've been mentioning, what's that? Almost all 20 x's, right? So that's kind of how I'm taking the trades as well. So yeah, that's how I'm using it. Not much on the settings on it. It's the most easiest to set up indicator from MDX what we have. So yeah, you can play around with the style, of course, of the colors if you want to. And some of the people don't have the bands filled in, right? So they have only the lines, I guess. I don't know. You can play around with it, but you literally on this indicator you cannot break it. It's not possible to break it or to have it different or not showing you the right thing. It's not possible. There is so less to play around with it. It's the most easy indicator to set it up. So, and the best one in my perspective then. With you now. Hey, potato. Yeah, you see. So, for example, Smyrn is not using the filling bands, right? So he doesn't have this switched on. We have only the lines, and he switched the colors on them, what you can do as well over here. You have it bullish and bearish, and here keep the core only, because technically it's quite easy to remember. You don't need the colors eventually, right? The thing is, the most closest bands to your price action, those are the 150 x's. Then next after that is the 20, 10, and then the leftovers 5, I guess, right? And then you have the really, really low ones. That's how I remember that. And it's written over here as well, right? You have the 2, 3, so the purple. And when you start from the highest one, 250, it's not point to have it even because we don't have that. 150, then we have the 20, 10, 5, 3, 2, right? So you just switch the colors. It's more bullish and bearish, right? So if you gain the whole red area, that means time for retest the lows. Grab the lows ones. If you grab the green ones on Smurf's chart, and potential to go higher, right? And you ping pong it technically. That's what you do it. And that's how technically we use the bands. We just ping pong from one area to another. And if you have a deeper retracement, then bro, that's hell of a long then, because you took all of the liquidity already. You grabbed that, so there's no point to go lower or whatever, right? Yeah, so far, if you look at the 5 minutes, for example, right now we failed the daily, right? Reversal. We start to pull back, close, coming lower at 110 and closing anything below, then yeah, we might go to the weekly. And what are you gonna do then? Grab all of the 150 x's, right? Those bands. And then you can bounce and go higher. Going higher from here at this point, right? Over here, So your all-time high is 111. The last 100 area or 100 axis is above. So grab that, what you get. Hey, a new all-time high by a couple bucks. And that's how we're gonna maybe grind to the upside. Or do one more bigger move to the 20 axis straight, right? Possible. So that's how I play. It's quite good in overlapping as well with the levels, and technically as well with, there we have it, order books. And look at that, on 5 minutes, overlapping order books. Where do we fail? Bang. Right? Nice. More liquidity grab, and we have a continuation. If we're gonna close it, right? So what do we do? 100 axis, technically yes, we grab them. Now next, where is it? Over here. Where? To the T, 1097. I've been mentioning from the beginning of the stream, right? That's your first target. Right? Next one, weekly. Done. You go lower, still can. 108, 9. That's technically how you ping pong it. It's the most easiest way to see where you're gonna stop or where you're gonna bounce back from it, or it's really handy. I guess Smyrn and me are the most of all of the members, I guess, mentors that we are always using the bands. Like those are constantly on, technically on my screen and on his screen as well. So yeah, it's really easy. A game changer if you use them. And yes, I don't know why my trading view is like that. What did I do? My tabs. Anyhow, I'm gonna fix it later. But I'm still using the levels, for example, on my metric bundle. Is that F11? Oh yeah, I pressed that. Sorry. Thank you very much. A lovely potato. Levels are great as well because like you can see like really thick area, right? So definitely if you're gonna reach this area over here, then the bounce is 100%. Right? Go a little bit deeper and then off you go. I love you. Um, so yeah, use both of them. Really nice. Well, see, some over here as well. We went into that pocket of quite thick liquidity of 150 X's. And what did we get from it? Bounce. So it's a cheat code, technically. Right? Same here. We went into that, come back, hold into it, hold, and then we bounce finally from it. So yeah, it's nice. Play around with it. Definitely. Definitely worth it to have it on your charts as well. And play around with them because it's quite a good indicator. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, holding. Okay, anyhow, if you don't have any questions anymore, then I'm gonna bounce because I'm still need to do a lot of things at home. So far. So cool. Watch the price action. Flip the daily, then higher it is, or either way we still can fucking fake out, right? Come close to it and then do a BART. It's all possible. So watch out for it, but so far daily it's your level to aim for if you're gonna flip it on a higher time frame and close above it. Watch out for the sneaky closes as well. It's quite they like it to do it quite often right now, and especially with the price action that we used to have back in the day, a couple of days ago and a week ago. That was horrendous. But yeah, so far weekly or around weekly and previous weekly, that area, you want to long the shit out of it, in my opinion. If not, flip the daily, then off you go. And next area of stop, 115. It is. right? Keep calm and trade away. Love you all. See ya.